Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the season to actually begin. So let's look at the team real quick as we finally have a roster. So first up, let's customize team. Interesting. This should be a really managed team, but okay. Our default lineup. Leading off will be second baseman Sonia Knight, followed by right fielder Dougie Bragg. Number 3 in the lineup, Kevin Greer, the shortstop, the MVP candidate. First baseman Byron Dirksen, bat fourth, followed by Sean, what is the frequency, Kenneth in center field. Michael Magus, the third baseman, will bat sixth, followed by Ziggy Manis in the 7 hole, and R.C. Guerin at the back of the pack in the left field spot. Starting rotation. Are you not going to give me? Oh, come on. Give me the card. Yeah. Won't give me the card, apparently. We'll have to go through it later. Sean Lawrencesson, Eric Hawkins, the final addition to the team, Rob Troon, and Shannon Drake, your starting lineup. And in the bullpen, we have T.C. Aboonsing, Martin Edmonds, Javier Perez-Torres, and closer Rooster Sundquist. Off the bench, it will be second baseman Paul Riccobeni, third baseman Roberto Piedi, fourth outfielder James Fingueros, shortstop Patrick Keane, and catcher Stephanie Magus. There is the team lineup there. There's Stephanie, I believe. That's Tisha. Then that is Paul, Rooster, James, Kevin, Patrick, Eric, Sean, I think. Can make that the number? I think it's Sean. Then we have Sonia up top, Roberto, RC. There is Javier, Robert, and that is Ziggy. Then we have Doug, Shannon, and Sean, and then it's me and Byron over here with Sean here. This is not Sean. This is Martin. That's who that is. I should have figured out with the beefy build. That's Martin, the bullpenner. All right. Let's look at the standings here real quick. So we are battling in the Fedor division against the Champs, the Spinners, and the Nightmares. And this will be a champion. Division leaders make the playoffs along with one wildcard team per conference. So it's going to be a tough one. Sean Lawrenceson will get the ball in the first game of the season against the bullpen beast Monarchs, who have a really, really good bullpen. They will send Trail Stanky to the hill in today's game. And there's not a ton else to say, so let's get this on. Are we dealing with a left-hander or a right-hander? Right-handed pitcher. All right, so no changes to the lineup required. Let's go. Our home park will be the Motor Yard. I've decided to go with that. It looks the most kind of like, I don't know, it looks the most believable for like the Canadian setting. So the Monarchy with Clowers, Rotten, Reese, Wiggs, McSticks, Mephisto, Smalls, and North, along with the pitcher Stanky. We will lead off because this is their home park, and it will be Sonia Knight who gets the first at bat of the season. Looks like Stanky's got excellent velocity, and we pop up to the third baseman. Unfortunately, with our first at-bat here of the season. Dougie Braggs is next. Let's see what he's got. He's got a 4-seam, 2-seam, change-up, slider, and a curveball. Pretty solid stuff, actually, all around. He's not got great accuracy, so hopefully we can make him pay for some misplaced pitches. Kind of like that one right there. And Dougie Bragg gets the first hit of the season, and it will be a stand-up double. I'm not really getting the walk-up music here. I wonder if that's because we're the away team. I'll have to see if they get theirs. Freeze the runner because that's either going out or that's getting caught. And Kevin Greer puts us on the board for the first time this season with a 2-run home run. Following up the Dougie Bragg double. He goes deep. And Byron Dirksen is the next man up to face off with Stanky. And it looks like we've rattled Stanky a little bit. He started strong, and is struggling now. Byron was a little bit behind that one, though. Been getting some really tight games in the exhibition mode, so I'm hoping we found the ego settings that are ideal. Full count. And Byron is the first man to earn a walk. I think that'll happen a fair bit. Sean Kenny will have to have a good season to protect him, or I'm going to have to move back into the 5-hole, maybe. That's getting caught. Brought in by the center fielder.
Now batting, number 10, the third baseman.
Michael Magus steps in. Third base has been finally my home, and a good little hit there. Byron's going to get on his horse and go for second. Can Byron go for home? I'm going for it. Byron's going for home, and he scores. Putting us up 3-0 here in the first inning. We're getting to Stanky early. Making the ace work. Now the Monarchy does have a great bullpen, so the game is not over just because we chase Stanky from the game. I'm going for home. On a base hit by Ziggy. Probably an unearned run. Did they give an error on that? They didn't give an error on that. Oh, that sucks for the pitcher. We are off to a booming start here, up 4-0. Here in the first inning against the Monarchy. Here I was telling you I thought I had found the right level of ego, and I mean, here's Sean Lawrencesson stepping in before he's even had a chance to pitch. And I'm not going to test the arm this time. That's Ziggy at third base. He is not super fast. That brings up Sonia Knight. One of the few people that actually have been recorded as an out in this game so far. Lit out in front of Stanky there. He's looking a lot more off-speed pitches now, as we have found his fastball timing. Arrgh. Oh, that'll be the end of the first. Still a 4-run first, top of the first inning to get us going. 6 hits. Cannot complain about that. Alright, so Sean's got the 2 fastballs, 4-seam and 2-seam fastball with the changeup, curveball, and slider. We'll see what we can do with this. He is our only 5-pitch pitcher and is our highest rated pitcher in the game, although Rooster Sundquist, the closer, is pretty close. And a fly ball to Sean Kenny to open things up. Brings up Rotten, first baseman. Pretty good hitter. Pop up into foul territory. And Ziggy Manis. Okay, so I can hear the music when they come up, so I'm going to turn the music up for episode number 2, or for the next episode. Although it might be just, we only get the music when we're at home. I haven't really looked into that before. Oh. And the bid for the perfect game ends with the third batter of the day against Sean Lawrencesson. Slow speed, Phil Wiggs. Bring the heat, and he makes us pay. Sean is not a fastball pitcher, and I tried to play him that way. Relay into home. Alright, Smash McSticks. That's a solid name. So we open up with a pretty bad slider. Curveball lower outside. It is flied out to center field and brought in by the center fielder, Sean Kenny. This seems like a very small park, so it could be some home runs today.
Number 5, the right.
Dougie Bragg, the man who got everything rolling with the first hit of the season for our team. A double, which then turned into a run scored when Kevin Greer drove in the 2-run homer. And Dougie swinging at a high pitch here and flies out to center field. That was a bad pitch to swing at. Didn't have to. All right. Kevin the Gearbox Greer. Looking to put her into overdrive here today. That is a terrible hit. And I'm letting Trail Stanky kind of settle himself in here a little bit. That might not, though. Byron Dirksen with the long shot. No, that's staying in the park. All right, 3 up, 3 down at the top of the second. We'll see Twist Mephisto, Love Smalls, and Steve North in the
Number 22, the third baseman.
in the bottom half of the second inning. And that's a good start for Sean Lawrencesson. Love Smalls, the catcher, is next up. And we quickly deal with that. Ball 1. See the 2-seamer. Power pitch on the inside. Fouled off again. There's the strikeout. Trusting the junk of Sean Lawrencesson.
Now batting,
Sean Keeney
the center
leads
fielder.
off here in the top of the third inning, looking to avenge his earlier problems. And that'll do nicely. Base hit by Sean Keeney. We're going for 2. And I'm in there.
Now batting, number 10, the third baseman.
Pause the runner. That looks like a fly ball. Center field. Kenny is one of the faster guys on the team. Gets just in there. Aggressive base running brings up Ziggy Manis with a chance to cash in another run. And that will not happen this time.
Now batting, number 9, the left fielder.
R.C. Guerin looking to RBI. 35 pitches for Stanky. This is the first inning where he's not really had to deal with a lot of pitches, and we are going to cash in that leadoff double by Sean Keeney.
Now batting,
Brings up Sean Lawrencesson with no option to bunt. Well, that was not bad, but that will be the third out of the inning. So we'll be Trail Stanky,
number 33,
and it looks like that's the end of his day. First baseman Ollie Longstop coming in off the bench. Longstop's a bit low on contact, to be honest. Just a power hitter. And we'll quickly retire him and make that a bad idea on the pinch hitting path. There's no bullpen warm-up feature in this game, which is a little bit of a shame. Okay, we're going to go off-plate slider. And, I mean, didn't get the strikeout I was looking for, but I'll take the liner right back to the pitcher as we work against Rock Rotten. Pretty dominant debut here so far for starting pitcher Sean Lawrencesson. No! Please tell me they gave that as an error. Okay. I don't want that to go down as a hit. Brings up the left fielder, Jose Reese. Or Joe Reese. Joe makes a lot more sense than Jose. And that will go for their third hit of the game off of Lawrencesson.
now batting,
Brings up Phil Wiggs. Wiggs has been a dangerous man tonight. I do not trust myself to throw any kind of speed at him. So this is going to be a very junk-reliant count, and I will take that. Slow roller to the second baseman, Sonia Knight, and into the game comes relief pitcher Fred Wright. 3-pitch pitcher, fastball, slider, curveball. Good velocity, pretty decent junk, good accuracy. So, a solid pitcher they're going to here early,
15,
and he will get the top of the order. Sonia Knight leading off, 0 for 2 so far. Big sneeze there on the hill by Fred Wright. And we get a ball 1. And Sonia will reach base, but I feel like that is... No, they're going to give that a hit. Interesting. No air there. Doug Bragg. Dougie Braggs would like to welcome you to the heart of the lineup. Our 2 through 7. Very deadly. And instead he just bounces it to the pitcher, Fred Wright, and will ground out to first base.
Number 19, the shortstop.
Kevin Greer, the only man to have gone deep so far today. And not so lucky this time.
Now batting, number 20.
Byron Dirksen, the powerhouse. I'm first pitch swinging. I gotta eat some pitches here. It'll be Smash McSticks to lead off the bottom of the 4th here against Sean Lawrencesson, and he is delivering today. Twist Mephisto. Nice pop-up behind the plate. And Love Smalls, the number 8 hitter catcher. Three up, 3 down here in the 4th inning, and the Bears continue to dominate 5-0.
Now batting.
It'll be Sean Kenny, Michael Magus, and Ziggy Manis here to lead off the inning. Don't really know where the Monarchy are going to fit in terms of, how should I put this, standings-wise. I'm kind of unsure how a bullpen beast team really can do over the course of a 100-game season. They're at some point going to need offense, and at some point going to need their starting pitching to deliver. As Sean Kenny takes a free walk down to first base. Fred Wright is... This taking pitches thing is actually working out pretty well, although... Oh, we got lucky. We got very lucky. And on the very next pitch, I want to say I just made him pay. And I did. It is gone. Michael Magus' first home run of the season. It is deep. It is gone. He's got 3 RBIs on the night. And all because the first baseman couldn't come up with a ball in foul territory. I was saying, making Wright actually pitch has been good. Not being so first pitch swingy is ideal. If he gives me something like, good to drive, I'll do that. But disastrous 5th inning so far for the Monarchy. They now face off with the red-hot R.C. Guerin. And that's a double play ball, unfortunately. See? Swinging on the first pitch doesn't work out too well. Problem is he's just going to throw strikes to Lawrence. I gotta swing. The AI will absolutely come after your pitcher. Oh, that's a bad swing. Into left field. And that will end the 5th, but it is a 2-run 5th inning, and the Monarchy trails 7-0. Steve North sets in. And a fly ball into third base foul side. Michael Magus. 3 RBIs and a nice little defensive play there. Oh boy. Alright, so I've been relying on the junk too much. Let's just get some blasting speed in here now. Sean Lawrenson does not have that overpowering stuff with the fastball, but if you work it in, you can make it work. Sean Kenny tracks the ball to center. Is this gone? It is gone. Solo run, home run, breaks up the shutout. Clowners going deep from the leadoff roll. And let's clear out this inning and head to the 6th inning. Still up 7-1. Still doing quite well. It'll be Dougie Braggs, Kevin Greer, Byron Dirksen. Heart of the order type shit here. Number 2 through 4. Making Fred Wright work. Wright's back up into a neutral status, so he's no longer tense. The team getting a run in the bottom half of the inning was big for him, I think. And a terrible swing on an 0-3 pitch. Should have been a walk. Kevin Greer drops the lumber and hits the base hit. Brings up Byron Dirksen. Dirksen is surprisingly tense. This is interesting. Usually not a problem for Byron Dirksen, if we're being honest. It's not like he's off to a ridiculously bad start or anything. That strikeout won't help, though. And we'll bring up Sean Kinney with a runner on base. I think this is Sean Kinney's first trip to the plate with runners on base since the first inning, when he failed to deliver. And he's going to fail to deliver again with a pop-up behind the plate. So it'll be Joe Reese, Phil Wiggs, and Smash McSticks to face Lawrenson here in the 6th inning. This is the one part of the lineup that is kind of been a problem. They got 3 of the team's 4 hits. And it's been particularly Joe Reese here, the number 3 hitter, which we'll deal with. Big strikeout for Sean Lawrencesson. Phil Wiggs next up. Lawrencesson might be coming up next inning, so this could, in theory, be his final inning of work. We will see. Still looking good, though. Stamina bar is nice and high. Pitch count only in the high 40s. He could definitely go a couple more innings. No! A second error. Byron is kind of out of it right now. I'm wondering if I need to go to the bench for him. Byron's going to accuse me of sandbagging him again. But that's 2 fielding errors. He is tense. I wonder if I need to go to the bench. Michael Magg is 2 for 3 with a home run, double, 3 RBI night. Looking to improve on that. If I was them, I'd be getting Fred Wright out of the game by now. He's pitched a fairly long game. There we go. Carlito Plo entering the game. Carlito, literally the same pitch selection. Pretty similar ratings. Very, very accurate. Decent velocity, decent junk. And I give him an easy first out.
Now batting, number 9,
It'll be R.C. Guerin next up. And that might drop. No, it won't. So he gave Carlito Plo a really easy inning there, and it'll be Love Smalls, Steve North, and maybe Carlito who come up.
number 4, the catcher.
So there's no need to go to the bullpen. This will, I think, be the Ace's final inning, though. He's still pitching well. His pitch count's not ridiculous. But with him leading off the next inning, this is probably an ideal time to look to the bullpen. Either Javi Perez-Torres or Tisha Boonsing to set up for the end of the game. Or give a 2-inning outing to someone like Martin Emmons. Still throwing really well, though. Jesus, do I want to go for? Do I want to give the bullpen work, or are we just looking at plowing our way through here? Because, man, they are They are desperately swinging, and Sean's been pretty good at the plate. He's actually been 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. Let's let him bat. That might have been a mistake. All right, need to stop first pitch swinging here. I'm giving Carlito Plo all the easy outs here. Oh, Jesus. That's 4 outs on 5 pitches. I am giving this bullpen an easy day, and I need to stop doing it. Quality at bat here, Doug. Let's make him work. All right, the 1-2. Got to swing to protect the plate. And that was a mistake. And that is another inning done for Carlito Plo. All right, so Lindsey Clowers comes to the plate. How can you be fooled on a slider? I've been probably overfeeding them sliders, if I'm being honest. And Rock Rotten, the first baseman. Oh, I thought that was a strike. What about a low changeup? I don't think I really had a play on Clowers at second base, so I'll take the sure out at first. All right, Joe Reese has been a bit of a problem. So we're going to go lefty-lefty. And Tisha Boonsing is going to make her YouTube debut. I don't believe we have seen her on the channel. And it doesn't work out all that well. Base hit for Joe Reese.
Now batting, number 7.
Brings up Phil Wiggs. Tried to play the lefty-lefty matchup, and it did not, in fact, work out. Byron Dirksen, baby. The big play.
Now batting, number 11.
That'll fix the ego, I hope. That'll fix the mojo for him. He delivers when it counts. And we get out of the inning. Alright, so we go to the top of the 9th. It'll be Greer, Dirksen, Kenny to bat.
Now batting, number 19, the shortstop.
Kevin Greer clicks up his, I think, 3rd hit of the day. All right. Kevin Greer is, or Dirksen is rattled. Come on, Byron. Oh, that is not helping. That was not a good pitch to swing at. That was my bad. So Byron's off to a bit of a weak start to this season. And we'll look to fix that in subsequent games. Always need a challenge. And Sean Kenny with a base hit after a bad play at shortstop.
Now batting, number 10, the third base.
This will be the last I see of my character today. I will be subbing him out for the bottom of the 9th inning for the defensive replacement, Patrick Keene at third base. Oh, that landed. Ugh. That's a mix-up on the base running.
Now batting, number 26, the catcher.
We're starting to get to Carlito now. And it's not like I'm really looking at a lot of pitches. I'm just swinging a hot bat right now. And really delivering here in the debut here against the Monarchy. Here I was saying, you know, I've found the right level of ego and just absolutely wailing on this team to start the season.
Number 9, the left fielder.
To the gap. They should have gone to second. They might actually have had a shot at RC there.
Now batting.
All right. Tisia Boonsing out of the game for Roberto Piatti. First use of the bench this season. Roberto will be that first bat off the bench, I think, a lot. Pretty decent hitter. But gets caught looking here. We'll go to the closer, Rooster Sundquist, to work some time here. And also, like I said, we're going to swap out Patrick Keane in at third base and Stephanie Magus in at first. Not that Stephanie's much of an upgrade over Byron normally, defensively. A little bit. She is kind of the more defensive, less offensive first base option. But he is struggling today, and we want this ninth inning to go off without a hitch. Last out of the game. Pitcher slot on deck. This means that a walk is not the end of the world. Give him chase. Nice. And Rooster Sundquist cleans up. The Bears open the season with a win. A 17-hit affair. Winning 9-1 over the Monarchy. Bit of a heavy air game, I must say. Kevin Greer, 3-hit night. Mike Magus, 3-hit night. RC Guerin, 3-hit night. 3 RBIs for Magus and for Guerin. Very, very nice. Struggles for Byron Dirksen, but we'll hopefully get him back on the path to success later on this season. And on the round, Sean Lawrencesson goes 7 1/3 strong, giving up 5 hits and the lone run of the game. He had 8 strikeouts, though. Very, very nice. Tisha Boonsing worked 2/3 of an inning. Actually did not get the batter that she was brought in to face, but did get the next 2. And Rooster Sundquist cleaning up with a perfect 9th inning. 3 stars of the game, Mr. Magus, Mr. Greer, and Mr. Lawrenson taking it home today. So great start to the season for the Bears. And we'll simulate 15 CPU games here as the Scampers open up their season with a contested victory. And the Gold Coats and the Torpedoes go deep with an 8-5 win there. And the Firebirds triumph. Hatchets versus Wardens. Hatchets getting the win there. And the Dive Bombers got beat up early, but come back to win 4-3 against the War Wagons. Justice over the Nightmares. Norsemen getting beat up by the Fresh Hellions. The Outlaws are the team that I'm really thinking are a big rival. They best the Reapers. And the Puma and Advocates going deep with the Pumas, winning that battle 8-6. Clankers start strong, but fall to the Champs. Spinners shut out the Venom. I think that's the first shutout we've seen. Logmen, Fresh Hellions. Hellions getting the win there. Torpedoes run over the Gold Coats. Firebirds beat up the Burners 7-4. War Wagons over the Dive Bombers 2-1. And that brings us to the end of today's gameplay, actually. Teams at 2-0 include the Torpedoes, the Fresh Hellions, and the Firebirds. We sit at 1-0 with a +8 run differential, which is the second best in the league. So that's always nice. Game 2 of this series will take place between the Clankers and the Bears, with Eric Hawkins going to the hill. Eric might be joining me on commentary if he has the time to do so, and he'll be facing Aldo McGregor Jr. for the Clankers. Clankers are a team with no speed and weak starting pitching. We should be able to capitalize on that, but they do have a lot of power. So you got to look out for that. Their top players are the shortstop Stewart, Porkman at first base, and Franks in center field. Let's have a look at what our lineup will look like. Might have to not play Byron in this one. He is rattled, but I think we'll try and play him through it and see how that goes here early on. And we'll also check out the stats page here. So this game is very detailed with stats. You got your average, you got your on-base percentage, your slugging percentage, your OPS, runs, total bases, doubles, triples, walks, strikeouts, stolen bases, caught stealing, hit by pitch, sacrifices, sac flies, errors, extra base hits, plate appearances, batting average per inning played, at bat per home run, strikeout percentage, extra base percentage, walk percentage. So it's pretty in detail. And then on the pitching side of things, we've of course got the standard stuff. We got whip, we got game started, saves, innings pitch. No blown saves, which is a bit disappointing. Hits given up, opposing batting average, which, by the way, Sean Lawrencesson holding the opposing batting hitters to 172. Very nice. Strikeouts, walks, home runs, complete games, shutouts, hit batsmen, total batters faced. That's what that is. 29. Pitches, number of pitches, winning percentage, on opponent on base percentage, strikeouts per 9, walks per 9, hits per 9, strikeouts per walk, pitches per inning pitched. I think that's what that is. I think so. Could be wrong. If P/IIP is not pitches per inning pitch, let me know. So there we go. So it's pretty deep in stats, and I guess we'll go over the team dynamics here real quick about what we're looking at from like a backup scenario. So Sonia Knight is, of course, the starting second baseman. She will predominantly be backed up by Paul Riccobeni at the spot, but we may also see Patrick Keane play that position as well. He's a very solid defensive option. And, not so much at that spot. Kevin Greer can also play second base, but let's be honest, we won't be seeing him there. And then in right field, Dougie Braggs. Of course, the predominant backup is always Fingeros, although he technically is only a left and center fielder because he does not have a very good arm. Probably won't see him in right field. That'll probably be like Ziggy and Byron's role to back him up there, as well as Roberto Piatti. Shortstop backup will be Patrick Keane, and Byron Dirksen's first base backup will, of course, be Stephanie Magus, the backup catcher and first baseman for the team. Sean Kenny, Fingeros is the predominant backup, but also Guerin can move into center field. We will also see probably maybe some of Dougie Bragg there as well. Michael Magus predominantly backed up by Roberto Piatti, but also by Patrick Keane. Ziggy Manis, of course, backed up by Stephanie Magus. I will be the emergency third catcher. You saw that second position there. Catchers get very tired in this game, so I always like to have three options there. And Rochelle Guerin's predominant backup is Fingeros. And I wish I could show the pitchers cards. Is there a way I can do that? No, I don't think there is. Maybe when I bring them in from the bullpen, we can see them. I don't know. We'll see. So Eric Hawkins will go up against the Clankers in game number 2, and I'm probably not gonna. I'm gonna sim some games, obviously. It's a thing we're gonna do, but it's going to be looking at the entire rotation the first time through. We're gonna play the first 4 games, and then after that, we'll do some things. We'll be adjusting ego as we go. I thought I'd found something, but that dominant gameplay there against the Monarchy does have me thinking that maybe I don't. So we'll see what happens. Let's have a look at our schedule. So we got the Clankers for a 2-game set with Eric Hawkins going to the hill, and then Rob Troon, and then we'll also play the Logman with Shannon Drake. And then at the point of the Scampers, we'll probably play 1 game against the Scampers for sure. That's going to be, I think, a key series. I think they're a top team. And then we'll probably look at some of the other things down the road. There is also, of course, a league leaders page, but right now things are kind of not fully developed right now, being 1 to 2 games into the season. Well, Sean Kenny does lead the league. Let's see, do we have any league leaders? All right, so nothing so far. Nothing so far. Sean Kenny is one of the leaders in runs scored with 3. And Sean Lawrencesson does have a share of the lead in wins, as does Rooster Sunquist at ERA. As well as whip and opponent batting average. This will be our stat category right here, this walks per 9. I don't walk a lot of batters. I don't know. It's just not something I really do. I think it's just a philosophy thing. Really? Or maybe I need to turn the ego up on the pitching, but I don't find the ego up on the pitching leads to more walks. It just leads to, like, the opponent's hitting better. Is what that comes down to. So anyways, the Bears are off to a solid start here. A dominant win. We've got the Clankers next. A lot of power on their team, and we're going to have to deliver against it. So let's have a look at their stats real quick. Change team to the Clankers, please. So, anyways, there's... Pitching really doesn't matter because we're not seeing a pitcher. This is a new pitcher. The big guy to look at is probably the first baseman, Bern Porkman. But I don't know. This team got off to a bad start, so we will see what we can do when we play them. So thanks for joining me on this journey through the season opener. Hope you enjoyed. Our goal next time around will be to get Byron out of his slump, get Eric Hawkins a good debut result, and pick up a win against the Clankers and bring us to 2-0 on the season. And hopefully we can make that happen. So I got faith in our team, and I think we can solidly deliver. So as always, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see what happens next time out.